Hello. Today we have from Vishinantam, and thou shalt teach them about the importance of putting the Torah into practice. Not only learning, but putting the Torah into practice. We'll take a look at it right now. So anyway, the layman practices Torah, Devar Torah, that's in Bahar. V'chi simkaru mimkor la'amitecha. V'chi simkaru mimkor la'amitecha. If you sell or buy something from your friend, you must be careful not to wrong one another. Amar HaBaal Shem Tov, the Baal Shem Tov said, the Baal Shem Tov was the father of Chasidus. Kal v'chomer, ma adam shalomed v'mishne hamachalef para b'chamor. The Baal Shem Tov says, when a person learns Gemara, everyone readily accepts the fact that he is fulfilling the greatest mitzvah of all, the learning of Torah. He is delving into the words of God so that he can perpetuate the ways of God. Hamachalef b'mishnah hamachalef para b'chamor Bava Metzia Kuf. That's in the Gemara of Bava Metzia and page 100. Harehu chashuv ma'od b'einei Hashem. He is fulfilling the greatest mitzvah of Hashem, and very, very, very beloved in the eyes, very worthy in the eyes of Hashem. Shekein hu osik b'Torah so hakadosha, because he is occupying himself in his holy Torah, in Hashem's holy Torah. Kol shekein adam shehu machalif mamash para b'chamor v'nizhar b'chol dinei haTorah b'vaday shezuhi chashuva l'fnei Hashem me'or einayim. So he says, certainly the person that is really actually occupying with changing a donkey for a cow, and he's doing it according to all the laws of the Torah, so he certainly is doing the right thing according to in the eyes of Hashem. So let's continue here. So in other words, because he's really putting it into practice, not only learning it, but he's really putting it into practice. For example, if he learns in Gemara, Bava Metzia, Daf 100, the laws about changing a cow for a donkey, he is learning at the moment the laws concerning barter and trade, buying and selling. Surely then, if a man actually does buy or sell a cow for a donkey, and he makes sure that the sale shall be according to the laws of Torah, then he is actually serving God. An act such as this is considered worthy in the eyes of God. So if one is learning in the Gemara, in the Torah, this halacha, that's very valuable in the eyes of Hashem. So certainly somebody that is doing the actual business and doing it in the right way, so that's certainly very valuable and beloved to Hashem. The Baal Shem Tov, in his day as the father of the Hasidic movement, was always trying to lift up the simple, plain, non-learned Jew. In his generation, there were many Jews who could not learn Torah. They felt rejected by the learned Jews. Who knows but that they might have been lost to world Jewry. There were times when these simple individuals did not consider themselves worthy of having any share in the world of godliness. They felt themselves out of context with Klal Yisrael. In Chasidus, they found a place for themselves. The Baal Shem Tov was successful in lifting up their morals. He imbued them with a spirit of Judaism. He taught them that one can be true to God and his Torah, even though he could not actually sit down and learn God's Torah. When the layman lives according to the laws of Torah in his everyday buying and selling, This is recognized as a direct manner in which man serves God. There is no question in our minds that the greatest mitzvah is to actually learn Torah. There is no question that we want to create generations of B'nai Torah, generations of people, students that learn Torah. There is no question that those who learn are amongst the aristocracy of our people. But there is also a place in the sun for the Jews who did not have a yeshiva education. There is a place in our hearts for the Jew who serves God to the best of his ability in his daily actions. There is definitely a high place amongst the aristocracy of our people and in the eyes of God for the non-learned Jew who is always sanctifying the name of God in his daily behavior. In other words, he's actually doing the right thing. He's not only learning about it. So there's a high place amongst the aristocracy of our people, and in the eyes of God for the non-learned Jew who is always sanctifying the name of God in his daily behavior, always sanctifying the name of God in his daily behavior. This is from the Sefer, from the book Vishinantam, and thou shalt teach them. Torah, the bridge between generations, Rabbi Elias Shwartz. Thank you very much. There's the book again. Thank you very much. Take care.